Hello and welcome to the reading for the full moon in Taurus on the 24th of October 2018, which is in 2 days from now, I think almost all around the globe. As always, the full moon is a time of great opposition, but this time this opposition is even enhanced because apart from the opposition, the normal opposition between the sun and the moon, which is the masculine and the feminine, we also have two planets. The moon is conjunct with Uranus during that day, and the sun is very close to Venus, that's in retrograde. I can show you. You see that thick red line here? That's this opposition. So it's very intense. It's very intense, and perhaps some of you already feel it, because we usually feel those energies earlier. What I feel is kind of chaos. I think it's quite chaotic. I think it's very much towards revisions of our attitudes towards relationships. And as always with Uranus, there's great electricity in the air. Electricity put upon this feminine energy of the moon, and also the very position of Uranus in the zodiac. It's in Taurus, and Taurus is quite an opposing energy to Uranus, because Taurus is very stable and Uranus is quite sudden and unexpected. So I feel great tension, and perhaps that's why I chose very delicate and luminous decks. The first one, apparent here, the three main cards, the main energy, is the Enchanted Tarot. You can see this almost fairy-like vibe to it, and I love it. I don't know why I don't use it more often, because it's absolutely stunning and beautiful deck. And no wonder they sold 250,000 of copies, because it's really enchanted. And the book is exquisite. The book that is that goes together with the deck. I highly recommend it to you, no matter if you are an established tarot reader or a beginner. It really doesn't matter. The book is beautiful, and it also provides very nice exercises and incantations and affirmations, and we're gonna use one of them, in fact, today. The other deck that I chose to pull cards for each and every zodiac sign is also beautiful and luminous Fountain Tarot, with this very special rainbow effect, but it's also full of light and silvery, like a moonlight. That's why I chose it. Okay, I think we can begin. And I'm very, very happy. I was doing this reading in Polish first, so I already know what the energy is, and it's moving for me, and it makes me feel very touched, really, deep in the heart. Because the energy that appears here is Ace of Pentacles, Princess of Hearts, and the High Priestess. And from the very beginning, what I notice here is that it's very, very feminine and delicate and silent. Which doesn't mean it's not strong. It is. That's a strong beginning. The Ace of Pentacles, which is the first card, which is very important, right? The first card is always very important. That's a gift. That's a reward. Perhaps it's a nice surprise. Perhaps it's something you've been waiting for. And what I feel is that if you were waiting for this, you didn't really hope for it to arrive. So there's a vibe here that it finally arrives. it finally arrives, even if you really lost hope towards it. If you wasn't waiting for this, this can also come as a great surprise in its sheer beauty, in its abundance. It can be some money, it can be a financial reward, it can be a new job or a new opportunity in job. It can be something that you planned towards your future. It can be something you start doing and you feel it's gonna bring you great success in the future, and you really wasn't sure whether you can do it or not, but now you feel that's the time to start it. And Ace is always a start, a new thing, a little seed. So it can be a great reward too, because it's generally a very favorable card, one of the best cards in the tarot. But if it's the beginning of something, it can be very small, but you feel, deep in your heart, you feel it's very precious and it's going to gain in time. So you see there is this star diamond in the middle. That's it. That's a star diamond given to you by the universe, perhaps unexpectedly, suddenly, out of the blue, which makes the joy even greater. So, what is around this Ace of Pentacles? Great pureness and innocence, perhaps little naivety. Perhaps you don't know what to do with it. Perhaps you're not sure whether you deserve it. And again, you can be surprised by it. You can be surprised by its beauty. But your heart is open here. And you really feel the connection between this gift, between this reward and your heart. Between this nice surprise and your heart. The Princess of Hearts is the same as Page of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith system. And there is an element of surprise in this card. But there is also great joy and feeling that whatever you're encountered with here is sacred and precious, and you want it. And it really doesn't matter that you are a beginner here, because you are. Princess is very immature, very young energy. But it doesn't matter. It is to be received with open heart, this gift. That's the best path to follow. The innocence, the receptiveness also, the receptiveness. These energies are very, very receptive. It's like the universe is like a great mother, and it's leaning towards you with a great smile on her face and a great love in her heart, and she's given it to you. And you are a child. What will you do? Will you open your arms and embrace it? That's the best thing you can do. And whatever insecurities you have, however inexperienced you may feel, here comes the High Priestess. The Great Priestess. She's also great. That's the intuition living within you, but that's also the notion of trust in your gut feelings and in the great, overwhelming grace and love of Mother Earth and of the universe itself. Just look at the card. It's stunning. The border is stunning. And then we have the High Priestess in her garden. Near her cave, there is a Sphinx ready to serve her. There's a strange bird-like creature here, perhaps another sphinx. And look at her. She has all the answers hidden behind her, but she has it. And she's living within you. Deep, deep in the darkness, perhaps, because she knows darkness very well. Deep within you lives the great wisdom that will help you to do whatever you need to do with this beautiful golden diamond given to you. So don't be afraid, don't act out of fear, because there is fear here, I feel, especially air signs. You may be afraid of what you're given, but look at her and believe in her and believe in the great wisdom living within you and in the great love of the universe that is giving you its abundance. There's this moon here present, and I'm very happy that the moon is present in the reading for a full moon. And there is an owl, and that's the symbol of wisdom. Wonderful card. Asking you to trust in you and in the great universal wisdom living within you. Before this full moon, that's the best time, but also later. I want you to, I'm going to ask you to make a very simple exercise. I'm going to read it to you. It's connected with this Ace of Pentacles, which is a reward. Okay? Try to do this. Really do this. Just do this. It's easy. I think it's best to do it barefoot. Perhaps standing on the ground, on the grass, on the earth. But if it's too cold, you can do it at home, I think. But barefoot is still better. Perhaps looking in the direction of the moon. And do this. Open your outstretched arms to the universe. I think it's also good to stand, to have your legs wide. Affirm with conviction. I deserve to be rewarded. I accept my worthiness by accepting these gifts from Mother Earth. Standing with your legs shoulder width apart, stretch your arms straight out at your sides to form a star with your body and to prepare to receive all the universe has to offer. Now hug yourself as a symbol of your self-acceptance. I think it's a beautiful incantation and a beautiful exercise to open to this gift and to lose fear or to overcome fear. And generally to change the way we think about rewards and gifts from the universe. The attitude that I encounter very often is that when something beautiful happens to me, people treat it as an exception. They say, oh, how lucky I am. But generally, they don't feel it's something that that's normal. They feel it as an exception. And I think that's illusion. And deep inside those people, because I do it too, we have this conviction that we don't deserve it, that it shouldn't happen, that generally life is a string of difficult events, and somehow we make it through. It doesn't have to be this way, and this reading is about it. This reading is also about changing attitude and changing the way we see and interpret reality. There's a shift to gratitude here, and there's a shift to greater awareness of all rewards and beautiful things that life has for us. And it's giving us plenty of it. And it depends on us if we recognize it or not. So, beautiful, beautiful energy for this full moon. And of course, different signs will cope in a different way with it. These cards are only general energies, especially for the signs. That's the main energy, I feel. But how do different signs cope with it is very general. And also, I want you to take into consideration that we are all a mix of signs. Usually we have different planets in different signs. So consider it, right? Check your sun, check your moon, check your rising sign. You can also check your Venus this time because it's quite important now. All right. So we start with Scorpio this time because the sun is going to be in Scorpio during the full moon. And Scorpio has Page of Wands, which is a kind of reinforcement of the energy of Princess of Hearts. That's about immaturity, being young, but also being very energetic. So I think Scorpios won't have any difficulties in embracing the Ace of Pentacles, in embracing this gift. There can be a hesitation then, whether am I enough? Am I wise enough to have it and to possess it and to make something with it? So I would say that Scorpios are asked to trust their intuition even more. And I believe they can really do it because Scorpios are very deep and they know the dark cave within them, and they know how the High Priestess speaks from there. So that's Scorpio. Sagittarius has a very joyful energy of Three of Cups. So what I feel here is that you do the best thing you can do with the reward and with the gift and with the abundance of the world, which is you share it. You share it with others. You share it with people you love. You share it with people you like. Perhaps you share it even with people you don't have warm feelings for. But it doesn't really matter. You share. So you multiply love, gratitude, and abundance in the world. And that's great. Capricorn. Very strong energy of the moon this time, because we have High Priestess here. She's connected to the moon, and Capricorn has this, the major arcana of the moon itself. What do you see in the picture? You see the full moon, so it tells that's a good sign, definitely, for me. Generally, the moon card is it's not an easy energy, so it can be that the energy of this full moon for Capricorn may feel as somewhat, I don't want to say difficult, I want to say demanding. But on the other hand, when the demand appears, it also appears a very strong answer, I feel, from the Capricorn. So I think this is the time when you can feel your intuitive powers enhanced and very strong, and perhaps stronger than ever. Perhaps you will find out something about you or the world by this intuitive approach. You may, I don't want to say become very wise, but the wisdom, well, you can be very wise. It sounded strange. But I feel the wisdom, the divine wisdom will speak to you and will speak through you during this full moon. So take advantage of this, use it and enjoy it. I think it's going to be a great time for you, really. Aquarius. Aquarius has the meanest card from the bunch. And it's an Aquarius card. That's Venus in Aquarius. And Venus in Aquarius is in square to Venus in Scorpio right now. So perhaps it shouldn't surprise me. 5 of Swords. The card of ego drawn by fear. This is the card where fear triumphs. I don't like this card. I know it can have a positive vibration to it, like healthy egoism, but not here and not now. That's a destructive approach. I'm up, but these people are leaving. These people are lost to me. And I am lost to them. And there is a loss on both sides. Perhaps Aquarius is afraid to receive the gift, or is afraid that someone will take advantage on them because of the gift. So they are unable to share, unable to talk about it, and ready to defend it no matter what. That's not the way to cope with it, really. So, what it means to Aquarius is that this full moon is creating a beautiful space for you to grow. That's always the case when a difficult card appears. That's the energy of growth. That's the energy of change. That's a challenge for you to overcome fear, to make it reversed, to be fully aware of what's happening in you, but still be able to go beyond what you know, to go beyond what you would do normally, automatically. You have this power. No one but you. I chose additional card for Aquarius because I didn't want to leave them with this. And there's 4 of Wands. So it definitely speaks about being together with other people. When I'm looking, look at this. Look at these 2 cards. The energy is quite different. You're not alone here. You don't have to be alone. You have to defend yourself from others. Others want to celebrate with you, to be happy with you because of this reward. People want to share. People want to enjoy it with you. And the main thing that I see here is these great 4 rays of light coming from above. There's enough for everyone, and it's greater than you. This gift you're given, I don't think you're able to contain it, and it's not even the case to contain it. Share. Trust. There's abundance for everyone. There's light for everyone. There's reason to be happy for everyone. And you can make it. You can turn the things around, Aquarius. And that's your challenge. And it's difficult, I know. But when you do it, you're going to feel overwhelming happiness. Because you grow. And you like to grow. And you like to change. And you like people. Pisces. Pisces have a beautiful energy of 10 of Cups in this reading, which is the completion of a cycle. So whatever this full moon brings to you is like a final statement in a overall happy and fulfilling story of yours. So receive it and enjoy it. It's also, I think you're not alone here. I think you share it with someone, but it's not that festive as in 3 of Cups, I think. It's more intimate. And it's very peaceful. So Pisces may feel like home during this full moon, I feel. Aries. You have a very fiery card, which doesn't surprise me at all. Strength. It can be understood in many ways. But that you may feel strong, just strong during this full moon. But I don't find it quite compatible with this energy, because strength requires activity and taking action and taming the lion. So there's definitely something you do. Whilst this energy is receiving and demanding for you to be receiving. If you want to receive it, you need to open. You can't force anything upon the universe. It doesn't work this way. I think there's this great need of control, of direction in Aries. And that's very often a story with Aries. I know many Arieses, and they are my friends, and I love them, absolutely. I love this sign. You're great beginners. You want to start a fire. That's your nature. But this time, remember that the lion cannot be forced to do anything. In order to receive the gift, in order to receive the reward, you need to be friends with it. You need to caress it this time, not shout at it. It's never the case. This card is generally full of kindness. So be kind, be open. Don't try to make it your way no matter what. I know you have best ideas. But this time let the universe have an idea for you, okay? It's gonna work, you see. Taurus. The Fool, no surprise. The Fool is it's Uranus card. So it's jumping into the situation, no matter what. Risking, beginning new things. So it may be quite surprising for Tauruses, this openness to newness and the readiness to jump into whatever is happening here. But you do it. You do it with... These are these arms and legs open wide. You see it? That's in the movement, but you do it still. Your arms are open to embrace whatever the universe is wanting to give you, and that's great. That's wonderful energy for you. Generally, earth signs have very positive energies for this full moon. Fire signs too, and water signs. Yeah, they are quite well too. Only earth signs have difficulties this time. Then we have Gemini. What I was saying about earth signs. You wouldn't be yourself if you hadn't those swords around you, would you? So that's a mind trap. That's typical to earth signs. They tend to think too much. I know what I'm talking about because I am an earth sign. I am an Aquarius sun. And I know what my mind can do. But what I learned during my life, that is quite long already, is that mind is a powerful tool. And it works like a muscle. And I can shape it. I can shape it the way is going to be effective and healthy for me. And 8 of Swords as 5 of Swords is not the shape I want. It's not supportive. When you see this picture, when you look at it, what you can recognize is that those swords are cutting the head off the body. So there's no connection here. You don't know what's going on. You have no clue. You can observe, but your eyes are blindfolded. You're blindfolded. And you don't feel what's happening. You don't really know what's happening here. That's the mind trap. That's the mind left untamed, not guided, went astray, wild, not listening to anything and anyone, and creating illusions. That's a cage of thoughts that disables clear vision. That can also be, on a very mundane level, problems with throat, perhaps throat chakra, perhaps you cannot speak your truth, perhaps you feel oppressed. So again, I feel fear here, as with Aquarius. What you can do, you can drop those swords. Because these are your swords. These are your thoughts, nobody else's. And if you don't have the power over them, then who does? You are responsible for your thoughts and for the way your mind works. So exercise it every day. It has to serve you and your greatest good. That's the purpose of the mind. The mind is a great gift if we can use it in a proper way. That's harassing, that's harming, that's harmful to yourself. So, dear Gemini, don't overthink it. This card it's always asking to go up, to go beyond this mind trap, and to see the world as it is. Ground yourself. I think it's very important here to ground yourself, to make a connection with body again, perhaps to exercise, to make breathing exercises, to make visualizations of you being connected with the earth, to enhance your root chakra. Put some red color to this blues. And try to look up at the moon and see yourself in the light. You can do it because you have a great mind. Your minds are exquisite. I love Geminis. That's Cancer, Knight of Swords, which is quite surprising to me. It's not very Cancerian energy to me. But I feel you're ready, and I feel you're brave towards whatever is happening here. I don't see restrictions here. I don't see blindness here. I see swiftness and courage towards the gift, towards the reward. So whatever it is, you're gonna have it. You're gonna receive it. You're gonna take it very fast and with great optimism. That's what I feel here. Very bright card. Six of Cups for Leo. Some people read this card as a past relationship or past energy. I usually don't. Sometimes I do, but usually I don't. I usually see it as a card of everyday pleasures and being able to be happy with what you have. And it's a very receiving card. So I think Leos just embrace it. Whatever happens here, you embrace it in a warm circle of everyday energy. You say, okay, it's so nice it happened. It's so nice it's now a part of me. And I'm going to enjoy it. As long as it exists, as long as I feel this vibration of new thing coming to my life, I'm going to embrace it and enjoy it. Just like that. Very easy, receptive energy. Then we have Virgo, and I think Virgo has the nicest energy of all, because you have the star, dear Virgo. And it goes so beautifully in alignment with this energy. Because this is the card that tells you that you're on the right path. That your connection to the universe is working beautifully. That you see the power and mightiness and beauty and abundance of the universe. And you not only see it, you also feel it. You receive it. You are part of it. You feel part of the universe. The working part of the universe. I think you may also feel very useful in this energy. And that's what makes every Virgo happy. Maybe you help someone. You serve someone. And you feel you do a great job in this. And that's very fulfilling. So, this energy of High Priestess together with the star is even enhanced in the feeling that I know what to do. I don't know why, but I know. I feel there's great wisdom within me. The universe is guiding me. Great time, Virgo. And a Libra, as the last card. You received the Emperor. Of all the air signs, I think it's the best one. But still, it's like you want to take this gift or this reward and make it square. It's not square. It's a 5-pointed star. It doesn't fit to a square. And why would you want to box it? Why don't you want to look at it? Why don't you want to show it to others? Why do you want to box it? Put it on a shelf. Put it into a drawer and forget about it. The Emperor is very structurizing energy. He wants order. He wants peace. He wants responsibility. He wants to know it all. He wants control. And this is not controllable. No, it isn't. It's not going to fit to your box, Libra. I think it's preemptive? I mean, it doesn't have to be a wrong thing to structurize something and to make order. But it's too early to do this now. It's too early. It's like you're trying to plant a tree into a very small container. It's not going to thrive. You need to plant a seed to the ground in the open air, under an open sky. And then it's going to thrive. And then you can do something with it. You can create oxygen with it. You can plant another trees. You can create a forest out of this. But now it's too early to do this, Libra. So just calm down. You don't have to control everything. What is funny here is that as I said, there is potential to receive here. Because look at the posture, look at the body of this person. It is a star. It is a 5-pointed star. But it's too early to make it square, you know? That's the energy here. So try not to be so active and masculine and structurizing. Be more open and flexible, dear Libra. That's the message for you. Okay. So that's it. That's the reading for the full moon on the 24th of October 2018. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you have any questions, just email me, helixatar@gmail.com. You can see the address at the... Here? Look, where's my finger? Oh, here. You can see the address here. All right. Thank you very much for your time and attention, and I wish you a wonderful time. Use this energy flowing from us. Flowing to us from the moon. It's going to be beautiful, I feel. See you in next reading. Bye-bye.